from the sea. When you think of sharks, what kind of words pop into your head? Is it cute and cuddly? Warm and fuzzy? Beautiful, gorgeous, friendly little fishies? Or is it more scary, sharp teeth, angry sea monsters that might nip at my toes at the beach? If you said scary sea monsters, that's totally okay. It's normal to be a little bit afraid of sharks. Even I'm afraid, and I am a shark. But I'm here to tell you that all of that fear is mostly made up in our brains, and that sharks really aren't these angry sea monsters that we make them out to be. For starters, sharks don't even like humans. If sharks go to a restaurant, they're not ordering cumin as their main dish. They would much rather eat some fish or crabs or maybe even some lobster on a special occasion. Most shark attacks that you hear about are really just the sharks being curious, and they probably mistake you for a turtle or a seal. Do you know that it's more likely that a cow will fall on you in a field than a shark attack? A cow falling on you in a field. What are the odds of that? There's about a 1 in 3 million chance that you will ever get attacked by a shark, so it's super duper rare and will likely not happen. Sharks get a really bad rep, but really they're super incredible and they're so important to the global health of our oceans. So my goal today is to help make sharks a little less scary and a whole lot cooler, and hopefully make you love them just as much as I do. So, without further ado, here's 3 reasons why you should care about sharks. But first, I'm gonna change out of my fantastic shark costume. Get it? Fantastic, because I'm a shark and I have fins, so I'm fantastic. Did anyone laugh? Just me? Okay, that's fine. I'll be back. Alright, let's get started. Here's 3 reasons why you should care about sharks. 1. Sharks are found all over the world, which makes them important to the world. There's over 465 known species of sharks, and you can find them in every ocean around the world. Some live in warm, shallow, tropical waters, like the beautiful gray reef sharks, who are pretty aggressive and love to have huge fish breeding frenzies, whereas the white-tip reef shark is really not aggressive at all. It's quite shy and timid, and it likes to eat stuff off of the coral reef floor, like crabs, lobsters, fish, and the occasional octopus. Other types of sharks can live in the open ocean, like the great white shark that we all know and love. On average, great whites grow to about 4.6 meters in length, but some have been recorded to be 6 meters long. That's half the length of your school bus. Great whites have super powerful tails that can speed them up to about 60 kilometers an hour, pretty fast. And great whites have up to 300 teeth. That's a lot of teeth. In fact, they lose them all the time, and they have to continuously replace them. That's why they have their teeth arranged in these rows, so that when a tooth falls out, they can replace it. 300 teeth to lose, that's about 300 trips from the tooth fairy. That's a lot. Other types of sharks that are found in the open ocean are the whale shark, which is the largest fish in the ocean. It can grow up to 20 meters long. That's insane. Oceanic white-tip sharks, hammerhead sharks, mako sharks, which are the fastest swimming animal on the planet. They can swim up to speeds of 68 kilometers an hour. That's fast. And the blue shark, which is the most common type of shark in the ocean. They're found along nearly every coast in the world, including here in Canada. The only place that they're not found is in Antarctica. Blue sharks are really cool because they can swim for long distances. Scientists put a tag on a female shark to see how far she would travel within a 3-year period, and she traveled up to 28,000 kilometers. Whoa. And some sharks live deep down in the ocean in the cold, frigid waters. In fact, the deepest report of a shark was the Portuguese dogfish, who was found 3,700 meters below the surface. Dogfish are really cool because they're only about 8 inches long. When you compare that to the whale shark, who's 20 meters long, it's hard to believe that dogfish are even considered sharks at all. And there's even some sharks that can be found in freshwater, like the river sharks in Asia and Australia, and the bull shark that can be found both in the ocean and in freshwater rivers. 2. Sharks keep ecosystems healthy. Sharks help maintain the balance of life in the ocean. Most sharks are top predators in the food chain, which means that they themselves have no natural predators. So basically, no one's trying to eat them. Top predators are really important because they help maintain the population size of their prey, like fish and crabs and lobsters and seals. Some sharks even feed on the sick and weak, which helps keep their prey populations healthy. This also helps humans because we like to eat fish as well, so this helps keep the fish that we're eating healthy too. Have you ever wondered how sharks can sense their prey from a kilometer away? When sharks are far away, they use their sense of smell and hearing to help locate where their prey might be. They hone in on really low frequency sounds that are usually made by their prey moving around in the water, and they have an incredibly tuned in sense of smell. When sharks choose a direction and they get a little bit closer to their prey, they switch to using their eyesight. Shark eyesight is actually thought to be quite good. They can't see color, but they do have all the eye parts needed to make an image. They also use this really cool lateral line system. It's a bunch of tiny little openings along the side of the shark that allow water to flow in. The shark can sense the vibrations in the water and help them figure out where their prey might be. And then, when the shark gets really close, it switches to using the ampullae of Lorenzini. Say that 5 times fast.
Ampullae of Lorenzini, ampullae of Lorenzini, ampullae of...
This is called an electrosense, and it helps sharks pick up on the weak electrical field that's being given off by their prey. In fact, every living thing around you, including humans, gives off an electrical field, but we as humans can't see or feel this. For sharks, however, thanks to the countless pores found on their skin, mostly found around their snout, they can amplify this weak electrical signal and help figure out where their prey might be, even if their prey is hiding. Pretty neat. 3. Sharks are in danger because of humans. For sharks, it takes them a long time to reach maturity, which means it takes them a long time to reproduce and make new sharks. And a female shark really only makes a few new baby sharks every time she reproduces, which means that when sharks become threatened, it can take them a long time to recover. Shark finning is a major reason why sharks are in danger. Shark fins are primarily used in fin shark soup and in some traditional medicines. Shark finning is a really cruel process where they cut off the fins of sharks and then toss it back into the ocean where it will eventually die. Many governments have tried to stop this. In fact, Canada just last year passed a bill to stop shark finning from coming in and out of Canada. However, this trade still exists and it's usually being done illegally and going unreported. Other threats to sharks are bycatch, which is when a shark gets stuck in the net of a fisherman, commercial and recreational fishing, when the sharks can become overfished or caught too often, and habitat destruction from climate change and pollutants that affect coral reef ecosystems and seagrasses. It's important to preserve these ecosystems not only for sharks, but also for the countless other animals who rely on these habitats for survival. So, what can you do to help sharks? For starters, you can support the laws and bans that are aimed to protect sharks. You can write to your local MPs or your government and tell them how important sharks are to you and encourage them to make change. Support shark research and conservation organizations that are trying to protect sharks by donating your time and volunteering, or you could start a fundraiser. The greatest risk to sharks is people not understanding them and not understanding how important they are. The best way to combat this fear of sharks is by learning about them. I encourage you guys to talk with your friends and family and tell them all the amazing things that you just learned about sharks. You could follow my example of dressing up in a giant shark costume and running around the streets telling everyone just how much you love sharks and how much you want to protect them. you guys learned something new about sharks today, and hopefully now they have a special place in your heart too. Bye! Help the sharks! Love the shark! Love you, shark!